Once upon a time, in the lush, vibrant land of Sunshine Marsh, there lived a wise old crocodile named Snappy. Snappy was known far and wide for his toothy grin and slow wisdom. He spent his days lounging by the river and offering advice to anyone who asked. But despite his friendly demeanor, most of the marsh's residents were too scared of his large jaws to approach him. Not too far away, in a cozy little coop, lived a curious chicken named Clucky. Clucky was known as the bravest chicken in the coop, always curious and ready to explore the world beyond her small yard. She was always wandering past the fence, wondering about the world beyond, filled with tales and dreams of doing something extraordinary. One sunny morning, Clucky fluffed her feathers and made a decision. Today, she chirped to herself, I shall go and meet the great Snappy. He must have seen so much of the world from his riverbank. Her friends in the coop clucked nervously, trying to dissuade her, chirping warnings about Snappy's intimidating reputation. But Clucky was not one to be easily frightened. With a heart full of courage, Clucky made her way to the riverbank. The path was long and winding, filled with fluttering butterflies and the whispering wind dancing through the tall grass. Finally, she stood at the edge of the river where Snappy dozed in the warm sunlight. Clearing her throat, Clucky called out, Hello there, Mr. Snappy. I am Clucky the chicken, from the coop down yonder. Would you mind sharing some of your advice and stories with me? Snappy opened one eye lazily and let out a chuckle that sounded like gentle waves in the river. Well, hello there, little Clucky, he said in his deep, rumbling voice. It's not often someone as brave as you comes to see me. What would you like to know? Clucky fluffed her feathers with excitement. Oh, Mr. Snappy, I've always dreamed of adventure. Can you tell me about the farthest place you've ever seen? Snappy grinned, his teeth gleaming in the sunlight. Ah, the farthest place, he mused. There was a time I drifted far down the river during a particularly adventurous season. I saw the great rainbow falls where the water glows with all the colors of the sky and met creatures that were as different from us as night is today. But the most marvelous thing I learned, young chicken, is that adventure isn't just found at the end of the river. Adventure is found in the eyes with which you see the world. Clucky listened with wide eyes, her heart dancing with what Snappy had shared. They spent the rest of the day swapping stories, Clucky about the brave creatures she imagined, and Snappy about the world he had seen and the wonders of the river. By the time the sun began to set and the sky was painted with pinks and oranges, Clucky realized she had learned something far greater than tales of distant lands. She had made a friend and understood that sometimes, the greatest adventure is the friendship you find along the way. With a grateful heart, she thanked Snappy and promised to visit again soon. As she headed back to her coop, her mind was alight with stories and a newfound sense of adventure, seeing her world in a different light.